Alright everybody, welcome to the stream here as we watch Full Throttle Motorsports Truck Series at Bristol. We're getting loaded in for qualifying here. As you can see, these guys are getting lined up on the back straightaway to do their single car qualifying. Let's take you through the field. We got the 4 truck of Newsmuckle. There's the 17 of Frank Bean. The 3 of Suspect Dirt. The 24 of Wolfpack. The 93 of Getter. We get the 94 of Pooh. There's the 5 truck of Let's Go Brandon. He spins it down on the apron. It's the 12 Dinger Racing as he completes his qualifying laps. There's Rowdy 51 in the 51. Cat Daddy on pit road here. What number is he? And the 42. There's the 37 truck of Clune. The 69 of Redolent Beast. And Aiden in the 38. So we'll ride along for a lap here with Rowdy if he's not completed his qualifying laps yet. And here we are with Redolent Beast kicking off his qualifying laps. Oh, so I was mistaken. Okay, these guys have all finished qualifying here. Maybe. Is now I believe everyone has completed qualifying here, so these guys are just gonna take a few laps, get their aggression out, and hopefully knock all their wrecking out early. Again, this is Full Throttle Motorsports at Bristol Motor Speedway, and I will be back at the drop of the green flag. Y'all hang tight. Alright, and we're back. We're getting loaded in here to watch the Full Throttle Motorsports Truck Series at Bristol here on this Tuesday night. So, once we get loaded in here, hopefully we'll catch right at the drop of the green flag. Take you through the field and see what kind of action plays out for tonight's race. And here we go with Let's Go Brandon on point, the pole here as they take the green flag. Number 3 of Suspect Dirt on the outside. Number 3 gets a high side momentum coming off of 2. He clears himself going off into 3, running that top line. Gets a little nudge off the exit of 4, and Suspect Dirt is the leader of lap 1 here at Bristol. So we see the pack is single filed out pretty quickly. A couple cars 2x2. Suspect Dirt still with the lead. Let's Go Brandon all over him. That 24 is right there, about a truck length back from the 5. That 5 truck looks a little bit loose off of turn 4 there. And there's your leader, Suspect Dirt. You've got New Smuckle riding in 4th and his Watermelon number 4. Third place, we've got Wolfpack and his 24 Hooters. Dinger Racing, number 12. He's in 5th. These guys get side by side right up ahead of him. Pooh gets loose coming off 4 in front of Rowdy. Cause some separation. Rowdy gets into the wall a little bit coming off of 4 there. Let's get back up here to the leaders. $16 to go for the leaders this time by. So 3 truck, Suspect Dirt is still your leader. Not too much going on here in the first stage. A lot of them just riding, trying to figure their truck out, figure out what adjustments they need to make. 24 truck has dropped back 2 positions to 5th. New Smuckle and Dinger, 3rd and 4th, as they're battling side by side. Let's Go Brandon pounds the inside wall at the end of the back straightaway. That is by himself. I do not believe there is a caution. So now that moves up Newsmuckle and Dinger to second and third position. Oh, suspect Dirt hits the wall pretty hard coming off turn 4 that time. It's going to allow the 4 truck and the 12 to close in on them a little bit. We have another truck spun out on the front straightaway. Now Dinger to the inside of Newsmuckle. Dives it in. Stays low. Number 4, the high side momentum. Still side by side. 12 dives it in. Almost tries a slide job there, but clears him off turn 2. Now he's going to give chase to this number 3 truck, a suspect Dirt, who has led every lap so far in stage 1. But that 3 truck's starting to get a little bit loose, and we all know Dinger is strong on these short tracks. Had the most dominant truck last week at Martinsville. But suspect Dirt, the new guy, has led every lap so far. But Dinger is catching him. He's on his bumper. Three truck protecting the bottom. Moves up the track a little bit. Dinger right there on him. Gets a little bump in the middle of the corner. Trying to bump and run. If he's going to get that bump and run, he's got to get to his bumper on the entry. That's the only way that's going to work. That 3 truck's got his hands full right now. He's loose. Dinger gets to his inside. Is that his quarter panel? Oh no, 3 gets the wall. They're side by side in the 3. Dinger, slide job on the 3. He does. He completes the slide job. That puts Dinger Fan 6 to go. Dinger Fan is your leader toward the end of stage 1 here. So there you see now the 3 of suspect Dirt is under attack by the 4 of Newsmuckle. So we try to get back here. Let's go Brandon again around on the racetrack. It's right along here with Newsmuckle. So he tries to get around this 3 suspect Dirt as they're taking 4 to go. Dinger Fan, he got the lead from the 3 truck, but he has not really gone anywhere, so you got these top 3 or 4 cars right here under a blanket. Three to go this time. Newsmuckle driving into the corners really hard. Goes and takes the high side around here. The 3 truck gets loose on the bottom. That opens the door on the outside for Newsmuckle to take second place. They're side by side through 1 and 2 here. So they're coming up on some lap traffic. Dinger Racing opened up a little bit of a gap. Newsmuckle got the wall a little bit as he clears the 3 of suspect Dirt. White flag is in the air. Dinger Fan passing up to 17, but takes the stage win at the end of stage 1. Top 5 is Dinger Racing with the stage 1 win. Newsmuckle second, suspect Dirt third. And I believe you got I Love My Poo, maybe. You got Wolfpack. I'm not 100% sure if Pooh was a lap down or if he was on the lead lap. But we're going to get ready to go here in stage 2. See how these boys come off of pit road, and we'll take the green for stage 2. And on point is Rowdy 51 as he forgot to pit. He drops down low. That gives Dinger Fan the point. And Newsmuckle with a big run off the restart here gets up in the second place. Now these guys have made some adjustments to their truck in the pit stop, so we're going to see how these trucks hang in the long run. So we saw a lot of these guys getting loose coming off the corners. Now Newsmuckle pounds the wall off turn 4. That opens the gap up here for the 12 truck to pull away. I Love My Poo right there in third position. He is all over the 4 truck's back bumper, but he also has the 24 Wolfpack all over him. You see the 4 truck, he's staying high in the corners. The 94 Poo doing his best to stay low. It's hard to pass on the low side here in Bristol. Oh, 12 of Dinger, a little sideways coming off turn 2. That allows the 4 to catch back up to him here as he's within 1 truck length of his back bumper. The 94, 1 truck length from the 4's back bumper, and the 24, 1 truck length away from him. So your top 4 under a blanket here as they are pulling away from the 5th place truck of Clune, and Clune is currently under attack from Getter. There you see the 51 around on the apron. He is struggling on those old tires to get his truck straightened out so he can get down to pit road. Or excuse me, as he comes out of the pit road. There you see our top 3 starting to break away from 24 Wolfpack here. Again, that is Dinger Racing in the lead. Newsmuckle in the number 4, riding in second. And right on that 4's back bumper is the 94 of Pooh. Now, from what I'm seeing, it does look like the 4 truck may be struggling with the handling of his truck right now. I believe that's one thing that's allowing the 94 to stay right there with him, but loose is also fast, so they are taking 14 to go this time by. So you see Dinger Racing starting to pull away a little bit here. This 94 keeps trying the bottom. We are going to ride on board here with Dinger Racing for a few laps around Bristol Motor Speedway. See just how he gets around this track, what kind of line he likes to run. But with the delay in the sound, it's going to be hard to tell exactly where he lets off the throttle and picks back up. But let's ride along with them as they take 10 to go. now behind the lap traffic of the number 5, Let's Go Brandon, as he takes 5 to go. So you see him drop it down low. There's a little nudge to the 5 truck, let him know, hey, I'm here, I'm faster than you, and you're going a lap down. And he clears him off, and as you see, that gap between the 12, which is your leader, Dinger Racing, and the gap all the way back there to the 4 and 94 is opening up here. That 94 is still doing everything he can on the bottom. It looks like he is going to clear the 4 truck for second place. Keep in mind that 94 truck is Pooh. Now they're at 4 to go. Or maybe 3 to go. Dinger fan holding his truck steady all the way around this track. They are at 2 to go. Coming to the white flag here is Dinger fan. That 4 truck getting to the inside of the lap truck of Let's Go Brandon. So they just took the white flag. Now there's Pooh. It looks as though Pooh, now that he is uncontested, Pooh is uncontested by New Smoke. Well, it does look as though he is closing the gap up a little bit. And there you see that the 12 truck lets the 51 get his lap back there. And that should put Let's Go Brandon as the lucky dog here at the end of stage 2. I'm back. I had a battery swap here for my controller. We are back to capture the action and see what happens here in stage 3. Let's get back up here to the leader, which is now Pooh in the 94. Dinger Racing, excuse me, on the outside. So that 94 has been pretty committed to the bottom of the racetrack. Let's see if he can clear that 12 truck off of 2. He does, but the 12 crosses him over down the back straightaway, dives in turn 3, forces the 94 high, which gives him the momentum off the corner. Now Pooh to the point, followed up by Dinger Racing and New Smuckle. We see 1 truck around, 2 trucks in the back of the pack here. That is Let's Go Brandon, and they are under caution. Let's Go Brandon went around, and I believe Aiden in the 38 ran into him as they exited turn 2. So here we are 2 laps into stage 3 with the first caution of the race. The 94 truck of Pooh is your current leader. We're going to see who decides to pit, who decides to stay out here in stage 3 in the early going. If it was me, I would just come and take 4 fresh tires. But you also have the incentive that you want to keep your truck up front also. As Dinger Racing is now your leader. I'm assuming that these front 4 trucks took 2 tires because the 94 drops all the way back to 5th. So we'll see what 2 tires does to in comparison to 4 here. Keep in mind these guys only had 2, maybe 3 laps on their tires when that caution came out. These leaders are getting pretty well sorted out. You see the 94 is back up to the 4th position. So he gets around Clune in the 37 truck. And I believe that is Getter in 3rd position. So Dinger Racing on point, followed up by Noosemuckle in second, Getter in third, Noosemuckle, or not Noosemuckle, but Pooh here in fourth. So let's ride along here with Pooh for a few laps. Let's see how he chooses to attack these guys on 2 tires. I believe these guys will have 1 green flag pit stop if they go caution free. So we have almost a truck around there in the back. It looks like maybe that was the 38 of Aiden, or the 42. One of these guys almost went around off of turn 4 the last time by. We got a gaggle of trucks here down the back straightaway. Got the top 4 have broken away from this next set of 5, so what you're looking at here is 5th through 9th. So these guys are pushing and shoving, not giving any room. As you see, the 37 truck, it's a little bit loose off of 2. There's a little bit of a door to the 5. 5 a little loose. The outside gets taken by the 42. See if the 42 carries that momentum to clear. So he does clear him going off into 3. It looks as though the 5, just a little give and take there. He lifted just so the 42 can clear. Now he can get back in the preferred line on the high side. Start making some work of these guys back here. Now keep in mind, this is your lucky dog from the stage break. Get our eyes back up front here. Is Noosemuckle, who's currently in 2nd position. The 12 truck hasn't gotten too far away from him, but as I say that, he hits the wall going through turn 2. There you see, no change in 3rd and 4th position, but Getter hounds the wall off of turn 4 there. Gets the 94 right on his bumper. We do have a truck around. That is Frank Bean in the 17 Ford. He goes around on the front straightaway. He's going to keep it down low on the apron and let these leaders get on by. Should not be a caution. And as you can see, Pooh gets around the 93 of Getter for 3rd position. Oh, Rowdy pounds the wall there in front of Clune. As there you see the gap back to 2nd and back to 3rd from the look back view of Dinger Racing, who is your leader. He did win stage number 2. Now, if you guys remember last week at Martinsville in the Truck Series, you had Dinger Racing dominate the event, and a last lap pass for the win happened. So Dinger Racing said in his interview that this is a revenge race for him. This is one that he wants to win, and he is going to do everything he can to win. So we know his game plan coming into these short track races is they take 20 to go this time, but we know his game plan coming into these races is to take 4 tires at every opportunity that he gets, but also to keep his truck up front, to keep himself out of the back of the pack. So as we see some green flag pit stops happening here, look like the 24 truck dived down onto the front stretch pit lane. So we'll see what happens here. We'll see who can make up some time getting on and off pit road. There comes the 17 truck. Remember, he went around on the front straightaway a few laps back. Dinger Racing just opening this gap wide open. It looks as though the 4 and the 94 have both started to struggle a little bit with the handling of their truck. It's the 69 Road Beast around on the apron in turn 3 and 4. So we see a lot of trucks going around, and oh, there goes the 4 truck. Hit the wall. Coming off of turn 2 there. Try to find him here. That is Newsmuckle. He's taking this opportunity to say, I need to pit now. I got to get this damage fixed. I've got to go ahead and knock this green flag pit stop out, which, you know, it minimizes the damage that was already done, but he's probably going to have a good 2, 3, maybe 4 seconds of damage that's going to have to be repaired on this pit stop. So it's everything the 12 truck wants to see. As you see there, the 24 truck on those fresh tires, that is Wolfpack. She's getting one of his few laps back on those fresh good years. There's the 4 truck. He is back out on the track. Rowdy, you see him down in the bottom of 3 and 4 as he's entering the pit lane this time by. So Dinger is staying out. He seems to be going the longest on his tires here. So almost gotta wonder. Well, there is Pooh. Pooh, I do not believe, has pitted. As you see, Dinger Racing has just dropped down into the pit lane here. And there you see Dinger exiting the pit road. He jumps straight up onto the track, coming off of the pits in the middle of 1 and 2. Now, I do not believe that Newsmuckle is your current leader. He may possibly be, though, because he did pit a good 5 or 6, maybe 7 laps before Dinger Racing did. So Dinger Racing has way fresher tires if Newsmuckle is your leader. You see Newsmuckle is defending that position here. If I could get a lap count and see who the current leader is. There's 5 to go. Who's the current leader? Well, I'm not getting confirmation on the current leader, but I believe this is the battle for the lead. Here is 12 of Dinger's on a lot fresher tires than that 4 truck. See Clune almost lose it off of 2 here. Dinger clears them on those fresher Goodyears. As this is 3 to go right here for the race. Now Dinger Fan is your leader. And they're taking the 2 to go this time. Oh, Aiden's the leader. So the 38 truck is your leader. He is getting run down by the 12. Aiden must have played it very, very conservative. I believe that was the race right there. So, Rowdy, if I could get confirmation that the 38 is the winner. Aiden, wow. Aiden is your winner. He was riding around in the back of the pack for a lot of the race. Must have been playing a very conservative game. I really didn't focus on him too much. Getter in the 93 is your second position. It's hard to keep up with these short tracks sometimes, especially being so limited, not knowing exactly what positions is where. Alrighty, we'll be right back with post-race interview. Alright, and we are back with the winner of the Full Throttle Motorsports truck race at Bristol winner, Aiden. Aiden,
Yes.
I'm going to be honest with you, man. I was not watching you for most of the night because, I mean, you were riding around in the back of the pack. I mean, you know, you must have played a very conservative race, especially there in that third stage, because I don't think you made any green flag pit stop whatsoever when a majority of the pack did. So tell me about your whole race, man. I know I seen you getting into the wall a little bit. It looked like you were struggling with the handling of your truck early on, but then you just came out of nowhere and you take the dub. So tell me about your race, man.
Stage one, a little bit tight at the start, but didn't finish well. Finished 10th in the stage. Stage points don't really matter. It's about making adjustments for the end. So I made a slight wedge adjustment, just went down a little bit, and it seemed like the truck was getting a bit better as the run went on. kind of was feeling it out there, and stage 2 got into a little bit of issues at the back, but got some more stage points in that one, so I guess we did pretty good there. And at the third stage, there was the caution near the start, and I pitted with a few other guys, and after that, about halfway through that stage, I was like, okay, I think I'll be able to make it. I'm only 2 laps short. If I can save a bit more, I think I'll be fine. So saved a little bit more and surprised myself there. I don't win many of these things, so pretty awesome when you shock everybody and whatnot.
Oh yeah, I know the feeling of getting a win at Bristol and you really don't expect to, because personally Bristol is one of the tracks that I struggle with the most. I just the way that the car, the handling changes over the course of the entire run, how you can start out so tight in the early run and this just end up so loose coming off the corners. It's just something I've struggled with so much, and I saw a lot of trucks out there struggling off the corners, whether they were getting just too tight off the corners, but you saw a lot of trucks come off turn 2 and turn 4 up toward the wall, and the next thing you know they're down at the apron. Or we saw the 5 truck a few times go around off the corners, and I believe the 17 also a few times. But that's where playing that conservative game that you played can actually come to your advantage. You save on those tires. And I know Rowdy was my in-race reporter, kind of keeping me up to date on what was going on and lap counts. And I heard him talk about his tire wear a few times. And so what is it exactly that you had to do in order to save? Were you worried about your tires at all, or was it just that you were worried about your fuel? What was your whole mindset on that?
I wasn't really concerned about tires until the last 7 or 8 laps. I saw I was getting down there, but just riding the top side, I think I had the truck good enough to run the top and not sliding around, so it was pretty set onto the track, so I could just coast around the top side. And I think that's basically what saved my tires, was that top side. I didn't touch any tire pressures or anything. It was what the game gives you is what I had, so just that little wedge adjustment, and the truck felt good. Those last few laps, I had plenty of tire to go another few laps at the end, so I don't know, the odds were in my favor, I guess. I was kind of concerned about Getter. If he was going to, save more than me, I thought I would run out a lap or 2 before, but he was far enough back. I nearly lapped him, so I knew when I saw him in my windshield, I was like, okay, we got this race win. We got it.
So that is something that I unfortunately don't have, is like a race ticker to see, position wise and everything. So you almost had the whole field a lap down, is what I'm understanding. But that's where coming in,
2.
practicing throughout the week, and really getting yourself in a game plan and building a strategy can really work to an advantage. So I'm glad to see that all came together for you tonight. It was an excellent performance. I mean, you really don't see a lot of no caution or single caution races, especially not on a short track, but you guys have been performing very well over the past 3 races now that I've streamed you guys, to really minimize the cautions, to really have a lot of give and take on the track, putting some great racing that I'm able to stream, which I really do appreciate you guys giving me the opportunity to do. And I mean, hey, we've had 3 separate drivers among the Truck Series and Cup Series. So as long as I've been streaming you guys, 3 separate drivers taking home the W. So it's been awesome to watch, and I appreciate you guys letting me do this for you. And
yeah, we're happy to have you.
Keep it up.
We're happy to have you. I'll admit, these guys are probably the best group I've raced with, and I've raced with quite a few different people, and they're pretty awesome to race with. They give me a lot of crap for, being in a lot of wrecks and stuff, and that's usually the case. But yeah, they're a great group, and these last two races they've been very fun to be a part of. So
That's for sure. I know they're a handful, especially from the group chat.
yes, they are a handful,
But
and I got to give a shout out to Dinger because I know he's a short track ace, and ARCA driver. I bust his balls all the time. He busts mine. I got to rub this one in a little bit. So Dinger, you can
yeah,
suck on this
I
one.
actually,
Thank you.
I actually, when I was commentating on the race, I was talking about how I interviewed Dinger last week, and I was like, what should I expect? And he's like, Bristol's going to be a revenge race. He called it. And again, as the same as last week at Martinsville, it was him dominating, but just not getting the W. So, I mean, I think he just drove his truck a little bit too hard tonight. It's a lot of fun watching him run these tracks. But what track is it you guys got coming up next?
I believe on
So I know
Thursday it is
you got
Richmond.
Cup at Martinsville, or
Is it Martinsville?
Richmond.
I have a schedule here, but yeah. I think the next race is a last short track for a little bit. I'm hoping. So we'll get some slightly different racing. Yeah, Richmond, and then sorry, Martinsville. Yeah, you're right, Martinsville, I believe. So I'm not. I was just looking at the schedule that I have. I don't know if that is the old one, but yeah, it's either Martinsville or Richmond, one of the two Virginia tracks, which I don't enjoy visiting very much. So this one should put me in a good position where I can do bad the rest of these short tracks.
Yeah, it's always good to have that little bit of a cushion, but I'm going to bring this stream to an end here. Congratulations on your win here at Bristol in the Truck Series, and I look forward to what you guys can do this coming Thursday.
All right, thank you for streaming. Thank you for broadcasting. It's great to have a commentator. Thank you to the people who watch. It's great to have an audience. So hopefully we can keep this up and put on another good race on Thursday.
All right, buddy. And we'll see y'all Thursday. Y'all take it easy.